Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. Alright, let's get started. One across, yammer away? It seems like that could be gab, maybe? Look at this, we have a bunch of L-shaped circled squares on the grid today. Very interesting. Let's see if this is gab. Let's see if we can build off of that. Crux of the matter. I don't know if G is right here. Pretentious. I guess that could be arty. This could also be yak, maybe? What is this down? Reach 212 degrees Fahrenheit as water. No, that should be boil, right? Okay. Classic Camaro model. That is an IROC. Maybe it's the gist? There we go. Raps blank the creator? I think that's Tyler the creator. Sport with a coxswain. That is crew, that's rowing. Moves like a baby. I think this should be crawls, right? So what do we have here? Boiler? That's interesting. That's something that heats your house. Okay. Eager to get out. That's gotta be stir crazy, right? Excellent. Sale rack abbreviation. That could be irregular. It's on sale because it's irregular. Picnic playwright. Ooh, this sounds familiar to me. I can't remember who wrote it though. Interpretation of a situation. I'm not sure what they're asking for here. Let's look at these downs here. Spruce up. Historic Mideast city where Samson died. And it has a Z in it? I don't know if I know this one. Maker of brownie brick road ice cream. That has to be Edie's. Interpretation of a situation. I guess that could be a read. What's your read on the situation? Maybe this is Gaza. Is it an N? Spruce up. Yeah, it could be Neaton, right? Inge? I don't know if that's what I was thinking of. Oof, that's a little tough there. Element in some food product advertising. I bet this is going to be a taste test, right? Yeah, that's in some food ads. So we have EST. I wonder if we can get this next circled L here. Shivering fit. Oh man, this is a $10 word. This is an ague. Yeah, that's another word for a shivering fit. So we have a guest and a boiler. I have no idea what these two things have in common. Guest and boiler. Moral transgressions. That's going to be sins. Oral equivalent of a nudge. That should be psst, if you're trying to get someone's attention. Fastener for a bracelet. That'll be a clasp. Backing or the name of Athena's shield. That's going to be aegis. Yeah, that has two different meanings. They're kind of related though. One is sort of literal and one is figurative. Amazes. Maybe that stuns? Blank at the bat. That's Casey at the bat. That's a poem about baseball. Host of Netflix's My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. I wonder if that's David Letterman? I don't think I know that show. Interesting. Okay. Later, and these quotation marks mean we need to come up with an equivalent phrase. I think a good equivalent for later should be by. So we have TB, baking measurement, and we have an abbreviation in our clue. That means our answer needs to be abbreviated also. I think this is going to be a tablespoon. Yeah. Motorboat's trail. That could be a wake. Fast food chain with square burgers. This one's a little out of my ken. Item that might be hidden under a front door mat. That could be a key. I wonder if we can get this one here. Reprimand with down. That's definitely going to be dress down. Boiler, guest, dress. What in the world is going on with these theme answers? Yang's counterpart, that's got to be yin. We have a rip, embarrassing sound when bending over. Yeah, that's your pants ripping. Bear's lair will be a den. Commuting option. I guess that's going to be the bus, right? That would be one option. Small musical group will be a duo. Collection of online musings. I think that's going to be a blog. Let's see if we can get the end of this theme answer here. Down on the scoreboard. I guess that'll be losing, right? So this is dressing? Boiler guest dressing. You know what? I think these are all different kinds of rooms. Because you could have a boiler room, a guest room, and a dressing room, right? And they're in kind of a corner shape. I wonder if the revealer is going to be something like corner rooms. That would be kind of clever, right? I wonder if that's what it's going to be. That would be pretty clever. All right, let's see if we can get this section here. Built like a weightlifter. It's not burly. Is it muscly? I think that's a word, right? Spanish friend, that's got to be amigo. I guess it could be amiga also. Southern constellation. It's only 3 letters long. Early Peruvians, that's got to be Incas. Slip up. This has got to be about making a mistake. Promise to do after being elected. I guess that'll be run on. If you run on something, that's kind of what you're promising to do, right? Fancy scarf could be an ascot. So this is aura. I've never heard of that before. Slip up, that'll be goof. Yeah. So this is going to be an O or an A. Poker payment. Yeah, that'll be an ante. I'm glad we left that blank. Food fight locale. That's going to be a cafeteria, right? Nice, okay. One blank many, one too many. Vacuum brand. I think there's an Auric vacuum brand, right? 10 pins in 2 bowls. I guess you would call that a spare in bowling. Common mixer, that's got to be tonic, like a gin and tonic. Creep up on. And when you have words in parentheses at the end of your clue, that means those same words need to be able to go at the end of your answer and still sound correct. So I think this is probably going to be sneak up on. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's see if we can get these downs. Concords, e.g. in brief. Well, Concorde was the name of the old supersonic transport, so I think this is going to be SSTs, yeah. Well informed about, that could be up on. Window part could be pane. So we have a panic room. That's pretty funny. It's funny that it's kind of tiny. Okay, powerful adhesive. That's got to be super glue. In the unfortunate event that... I guess it's going to be lest. Yeah, that's kind of what you use to preface something bad that might happen. Yeah. Bone in the arm. That's going to be an ulna. Bygone fridge. Is it an icebox? Yeah, people don't really use iceboxes anymore. Cry from the curb could be taxi. Elitist sort is a snob. Kimono sash, that is called an obi. And then what do we have here? Adequate space to move around, as found in this puzzle's circled letters. Oh, okay, it's going to be elbow room. Each of these rooms kind of looks like an elbow. We were close, we didn't quite have it though. That's a pretty clever revealer there. Let's see what our last room is over here. Win easily. Is it route? I don't know if that's right. Weighty work, that could be a tome, a big book. Love of Caesar. So this has to be the Latin word for love. Is that amor? Let's see if that's right. In accordance with will be per. BB's EG. And this is kind of an informal word in the clue here. So that means our answer will be informal. I think it's going to be ammo. Yeah, the informal ammunition. Dance done to Hava Nagila. That's going to be the Hora. So I guess this is going to be a romper room. That's pretty fun. And this will be a romp. Win easily. Major artery. That'll be the aorta. Old-fashioned alternative to Venmo or Zelle. I guess that'll be cash. Fitting abbreviation hidden in second nature. Usually when they're asking for hidden things in a phrase, it's going to be something that bridges the two words. It looks like we have DNA in the middle here, right? I guess that would be appropriate for second nature. It's in your DNA. Moolah. Okay, this is a slang term for money, so that means our answer should be a slang term for money. I guess it could be dinero, the Spanish word for money, yeah. Interlocking puzzle, that'll be a jigsaw. Over it all. I guess this is going to be jaded, right? You're over it. Seven Dwarfs blank train. Disney World ride. I don't think I know this. I don't think I've ever ridden on this. What is this? It's not magic. Commuting option. Okay, this is not going to be a bus. I think it'll be rail. Yeah, that's the train. Errand runners. I guess this is going to be AIDS. Yeah. Like neon and argon. Those are inert gases. And duped. Maybe that's led on. So this will be mine train. That makes sense because they were miners. And then this should be STN. Depot abbreviated. And it's kind of referencing this rail here. Yeah, that's going to be a rail station, abbreviated STN. Excellent. All right, let's throw this N in there and see if that'll do it for us. All right, a Tuesday puzzle in just under 15 minutes. That is a really good quick time for a Tuesday solve. All right, so our theme today was elbow room. We had a bunch of names of rooms that are in circled squares, and they're in a kind of an elbow shape. We had a boiler room, a guest room, a dressing room, a panic room, and a romper room. They saved the most fun room for last. Yeah, we were really close with guessing what this revealer was going to be. We were guessing it was going to be corner room, but I think corner office would make more sense. Yeah, corner room isn't really a phrase you hear very often. So I think elbow room is a much better revealer here. Yeah, this ended up being pretty fun. I am glad we were able to realize once we hit dressing room that we were dealing with rooms though. That was pretty good. There wasn't too much tricky cluing on the puzzle today. The only trouble spot that I thought might trip some people up is this cross here, Inga crossing Gaza. That G there might be a little tricky to get because both of these are proper nouns. And also ague, that's a tricky word. Yeah, that's kind of an arcane word for a shivering fit. We did have some nice long entries though. I really liked Stir Crazy, Taste Test, Super Glue. Yeah, a lot of the entries crossing these theme answers were pretty fun. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed romping through that Tuesday solve with me. I'm gonna be coming back at you tomorrow for the Wednesday puzzle, and I think that's gonna do it for now. All right, I'll see you next time.